Here we go.
The quarterback, Ryan Mallett, who's back to throw, wants it all, deep, got a man, touchdown! A Razorbacks great who once wound back to throw for historic numbers has now wound up a high school coach.
I was always going to coach. My dad was a coach. My uncles have been coaches. I've been around it my whole life. I mean, I've grown up in a field house, so I love being around it. I love being around the kids and they're learning, so we're getting started.
Watch, I want you to watch.
At 33 years old, Ryan Mallett has gone from QB1 to Pro Hog and now to Top Dog as he takes over the Whitehall Bulldogs near Pine Bluff, Arkansas in his first head coach job.
I love it. I get to, kind of oversee both offense, defense, special teams, have my hand in a little bit of everything, and I like that. But that's why, I've hired some of the coaches I had because I got some really good coaches around me, and it makes my job a little bit easier.
Having played all around the country in the NFL, it's no coincidence that Mallett gravitated back to the natural state after his playing days.
I'm from Arkansas through and through. There's no doubt about that. I've always lived in the state of Arkansas except for when I was in the pros. So, it's just something special about this state.
It isn't the former quarterback's first stop in Arkansas coaching. Mallett spent the past 2 seasons at Mountain Home, eventually being offensive coordinator. Over the spring, he announced that he'd be taking the helm at Whitehall after respected coach Bobby Bolding stepped away. Mallett inherits a team coming off an 11-3 year and a runner-up finish in Class 5A. He'll look to keep the Bulldogs a contender and hopefully win the school's first ever football state championship.
I mean, the standard's been set. We've gotten there now. Now it's time for us to go win one. Who knows when that'll be? I'm not saying it'll be this year. May not be next year, but hopefully by the time we're done here, we'll have one here.
As soon as that back of buzzes, you better have the ball out. 1, 2, 3, ball.
It's top-notch facilities in the state. They lost a lot of seniors, so we got a lot of young guys coming up, so a lot to build on. So, I mean, the area is a great place to live in, and so I'm just happy to be here, and I'm glad we finally got to start spring ball.
Ryan Mallett rallied the troops. Before Mallett hung up the cleats and picked up a whistle, he long starred behind center. At 6'7" and considered a top 5 player in the nation out of Texarkana, he first attended Michigan and then transferred to Arkansas. He spent the 2009 and 2010 season starting for the Hogs, playing under Bobby Petrino and making program history. At one time, Mallett owned 16 program records, like most passing yards and most touchdown passes over a single season. While at Arkansas, he'd be named Liberty Bowl Offensive MVP, come up just short in the Sugar Bowl, and finish 7th place in Heisman Trophy voting.
The New England Patriots select Ryan Mallett.
In 2011, Mallett was drafted in the 3rd round by the New England Patriots, going on to also play for the Ravens and the Texans. Now he'll look to bring his knowledge of the game and his winning ways to Whitehall.
It's opportunity for me to give back some of the stuff that I received from coaches growing up as far as just, the leadership, the guidance, and the right things to do, the wrong things to do.
There you go, just like that, good.
It's a little different these days with kids, so everybody wants to play video games, but we want kids here that want to get out here and be outside and throw the ball around.
Put it on my chest.
It's fun to see these kids do that.
Transfer that weight. Hey, you're staying back now. Go ahead, push that hip through.
The buy-in's been great. They work hard all off-season in the weight room out here running, and so just to be able to put the pads on, get the pads popping, we've been looking forward to that a lot.
Where your foot's at. Look where your foot's at right now.
As for the schemes, the style, and the playbook he's installing at Whitehall, Mallett did play with Tom Brady and the Patriots, so he knows from their coach to keep his cards close to his chest.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah. I play for Belichick, so I don't give too much away.
But as for the culture he's implementing, the former Hog knows firsthand what can put a team over the top.
I mean, it's no different than it is at any other time. It's getting better every day. You either get better or you get worse. You never stay the same. So that's our mindset. We're young. I mean, there's no doubt about it, but that's why we're out here working. I mean, I think the guys are really taking what they're learning in the meeting room out here to the field, and we're seeing some progress. I think, it can get monotonous in the weight room and running all the time, so now we actually can throw the ball around. We can hit people, It's been really exciting. The energies we've had the last 2 days have been really good, and so I'm looking forward to the next 7 practices. It's just the attention to detail and the ability to coach and teach in different ways. So, people, I mean, it's just like teaching class. Kids learn in different ways. You have to be able to relate to, different kids, and so sometimes it could be they're better on the board, sometimes they need to do it on the field first. We've hired one of the better coaching staffs in the state once we get them all in here now, so it'll be more towards the summer. We got quite a few of them here. This area is just great. Everybody that the new coaches have met and that I've met has been amazing to us.
On the ball, run it again.
If you need some coach, let us know. And so, I mean, just this area is just amazing.
Hit somebody.
Arkansas football was mighty successful in Mallett's tenure and in the years afterwards, but in the late 2010s, the program went into a slump. Sam Pittman became the Razorbacks head coach nearly a decade after Mallett's final game at Arkansas and has excelled in bringing the Hogs back to contention in the SEC. Still an avid supporter of his alma mater, the newly named Whitehall head coach has loved to see the head Hog complete a turnaround.
I love it. I love what Coach Pittman's doing. It makes us proud as former players. I know we like what he's doing, so we hope and pray for continued success for those guys because we're still cheering them on.
Nick Walters, Fox 16.